follow SportsView London.
SportsView London boxing news from the capital city here with Chris EUBANK JR. Chris, we go over old ground, as it were, back fighting on Sky with the match room. How does it feel to be back on the big lights of Sky, sir?
I'm very happy. This is, I've said it before, this is one of the, if not the best British boxing platform to be fighting on. The exposure is second to none, and I'm happy to be back. We've won the British title, and now we get a chance to kind of build on that and build towards one of these super fights at the end of the year.
You and your father English have openly spoken in the past about your passion for the Lonsdale belt, Chris, and now you've actually got it. You want to retain that for life. You want to win that belt outright. How much does that mean to your family?
It means everything to us. You know, this was something my father wasn't able to achieve in his career. It's something that I've always dreamed about doing. Finally winning the British Championship was a huge deal to me, and now I have a chance to defend it while we wait for our opportunity to fight again Golovkin or another top level name in the middleweight division. These things take time, they don't happen overnight, so while we're waiting for these fights to come through, we'll defend the title, the British title.
Regarding your next opponent, Tom Doran, on Anthony Joshua undercard on the 25th of June, what do you know about Tom, Chris, as a
I honestly don't know anything about him. I heard his name yesterday. People are telling me he's a brawler. Great, bring it on. I do well against that type of fighter. I heard he got put down his last fight and came back to win, so it shows he's got heart, which is what he's going to need in buckets against a man like me.
Chris, double announcement today. Obviously, you come back with Sky, come out already and tells the floor the two-fight deal, and you want Gennady Golovkin in no uncertain terms. How did all this come around? So you told me a year ago that you're coming for Gennady Golovkin, and now that's set in motion. How did all this come into play with Eddie Hearn and yourself?
He's the guy that can put it together. You know, he's if he works his magic like he knows he can do, then he can make these super fights, and that's a big reason why we are now back here, because we know that if he's on the game, he can give us and the public what they want to see, which is these huge competitive super fights.
Chris, your personal preference, where would you like that fight to happen, UK or stateside? Because you're getting a name in America, Chris.
Okay, yeah, but he's not American and I'm not American, so it wouldn't really make sense to have it in the States. This type of fight, it doesn't matter where it is, it's gonna cap on me. So I don't need to fight in America. Let's have it here. Let's have it in Britain. Let the British public be a part of it, because this is it's history.
Both Gennady and his team recently visited, I believe, London. They attended a football match in East London, and speaking to Eddie there, Tom's open for the fight to be in the UK, and what a spectacle for fans in this country, especially supporters of your own, Chris, to see you fight such a fighter as Gennady Golovkin.
That's what it's all about, putting on great shows for the British public and for world boxing. Boxing in Britain it's an all-time high. We've got so many talents in all the weight divisions right now. So the sport is in a great place right now, and so what better place to have a world title fight like that than in Great Britain.
Regarding Gennady's last fight against Dominic Wade, a much criticised opponent, every fighter has flaws, but do you see things in Gennady Golovkin, people make him out to be a beast, a robot that can't be broken down? You obviously don't share that opinion, Chris. What do you see in him that you can exploit?
He's a great power puncher. That's his strength, that's what he relies on. As far as speed and defence, he doesn't excel in those areas, which are the areas that I do excel in. I don't get hit, I've got a hell of a chin, and I'm very fast, and I'm powerful. So all those factors combined gives me the confidence that I have going into that fight, knowing that I can beat him. For every one power punch that he throws, and maybe hits me with, I'm going to be throwing 3, 4, 5 power shots with speed and catching him. And if he does catch me with any of his big shots, I'm not going down. I know the resolve I have. So I'm not worried about, I'm not worried about these big shots that all these fighters are kind of, oh, I don't want to get hit, I don't want to get hit, I don't want to get hurt. He's knocking out guys. These guys, who are they? They're not, they're solid fighters, but they're not credible. They're not like, he was an amazing fighter and he beat that amazing guy. These guys they're just guys that are just there. So, I don't think he's earned the aura and the fear that surrounds him. And that's what it is. A lot of these fighters are losing because they've mentally lost before they've got in the ring. They're scared. I'm not scared. I'm bringing it to them.
Little known fact many people don't know. I was actually speaking to a journalist the other day, is that your father wanted to test your resolve and put you in with a Cuban heavyweight, am I right in saying, who knocked you out of the ring, you got back in the ring and you carried on fighting this Cuban heavyweight. So when people question your chin and your heart, this story seems to keep...
And people have seen me get caught with a couple of big shots in my last 2 fights. I don't get hit a lot, but you can't get in the wall without getting wet. So every once in a while you're gonna get kicked, you're gonna get caught. And the times I have got caught, I'm there and I'm ready to go again. I don't buckle, I don't wobble. I'm right there. And if I can get in the ring before, 4 years ago, before I'd even started making my way in the pro game, I can get in the ring and spar with a Cuban heavyweight Olympian who's really loading up and trying to knock me out. If he can hit me with his shots and not knock me out, yeah, I fell out of the ring, but just because the guy's huge and he's on top of me and I fall out of the ring. If I can survive that onslaught, then I'm not scared of Golovkin. I don't care what he's been doing to other fighters. I'm not other fighters. I'm me.
Question regarding your father's closing comments about James DeGale, a sparring session that took place however long ago. Your father said that you don't forget. Could you give us an insight into what the meaning of that? What the statement meant? Please?
So I sparred with him maybe about 3 or 4 years ago now. I went down to his gym in Essex and I gave him the boxing lesson, to put it lightly. Was on top of him for the entire sparring session, beat him up in the last round, and he was upset. He was embarrassed that I'd done this to him in his gym, in front of his dad, in front of his training partners. So he became disrespectful. Get out of the ring, get out of my gym, and that's fine. If you're going to act like that, then so be it. But after that, because he was so disrespectful, I felt that what, I'm going to tell people what I did to him today. So I let everybody know, listen, I schooled the guy. He's nothing special. And ever since then, we've clashed. There's always been a kind of, there's always been an issue between us. So we need to get in the ring and settle our differences. And I believe once I step up to super middleweight in the future, that will be a great fight.
Chris EUBANK JR, any closing messages for your fans?
Tune in June 25th. It's going to be a hell of a fight. We've got an undefeated fighter in Tom Doran, and he's going to come and try and take that belt. But I think we all know what's going to happen there. But it's going to be a great show. So come and support me.
Chris EUBANK JR, thank you for your time, sir. Very much appreciated.
Follow Sports View London